Hello there, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of my favorite trip to the movies. Before we get started, just huge shout out to all the healthcare workers and the teachers and just all the just incredible essential workers right now getting it through this time. This is the series where movie going is not as it was at this moment, so I thought this would be a fun way to reminisce, where we discuss our favorite movie theater memories, favorite concession items, and just kind of the overall awesomeness of going out and experiencing art. And some theaters are opening up at limited capacity, so I think things are looking up for sure. So hopefully in a few months we're even in a better place with that. Today's guest is an incredibly talented DJ, goes by DJPJ. I definitely recommend booking him for any future events coming up for sure. You can check him out on www.djpjmusic.com. Check him out on Instagram, SoundCloud, Twitch. All the links will be posted below. Adding on to that, he's also recently teamed up with the official Chicago White Sox DJ, DJ Zell.
Wow, he's done his homework, this guy.
To form the DJ duo HiLo, which I definitely recommend as well. You can check them out on Instagram and Twitch. Peter Souri. Peter, how are you on this February Friday night?
I'm incredible. You need to do that. Well, good this is recording, because I'm going to have to snip that and use it over and over again as our drops and our promo, because that was incrable. Joey Spangler, Joseph Scott, how the hell are you?
It's been years. It's been years. It's good to see you, Peter. And thank you for the kind words. And just throwing it out there, Peter and I, we've known each other since about seventh grade, eighth grade. That's when we kind of became friends. And we've talked movies so many years. And Peter's like one of the best people to talk the James Bond franchise with. And I'm so sorry.
I know. They keep kicking it. They keep kicking the damn thing, and I think they're kicking it again.
So, yeah, one day we'll be able to go out and see that movie. It's going to happen. It'll be worth it. So Peter, we'll just jump right into this. What has been one of your favorite movie theater memories, or a few of them?
Yeah, man. So there's just, when it comes to movie theaters, there's just so many, right? You see movies, right, with your friends, your family. You started going to the movies when you're super young, but like one that really sticks out to me for some reason when you told me you were doing this was like, I just got like a flashback to like, I think second or third grade. I don't know, maybe you know this, when like the second Harry Potter movie came out. It was probably like in the early 2000s, Chamber of Secrets or whatever, 2002, 2003. I remember going to the movies with Andrew Munn. You know Andrew Munn. Shout out Andrew Munn.
Yeah, awesome guy.
Yep. His dad took us to the movies, but before we went to Pizza Hut. Incredible. This is like the best like second grade night, like weeknight you could imagine. Go to like Pizza Hut, right? And like the OG Pizza Huts. That actually is a hut. The one that used to be there, it's not there anymore. Rest in peace.
Oh.
And just pounding stuffed crust pizza and sodas and whatnot.
The red
then we get to the
cups,
movie.
Yeah.
The red, yeah, man. They had the salad bar and everything. It's just like the best Tuesday night, right? Then you go to good old Elk Grove Village Classic Cinemas, right? You get your kitty combo. I don't know if you remember those, man. So for those who don't know, it's like this box, popcorn, you got your drink, and then in there they have the candy hidden, which I didn't know about at first, and I probably threw away like 5 boxes of those. And then I found out, like, a childhood epiphany of like, I've been wasting candy for years. But yeah, that was just such a great, one of those nostalgic moments where you kind of remember everything you love, like, about the movies. And I remember being scared for like a week after that movie, because it was pretty terrifying at the time. And yeah, I would say that was one that really stuck out. But then going forward, it's just like like you mentioned, every Bond premiere, it's kind of like a ritualistic thing. Me and my dad would always go catch the newest Bond movie and stuff like that. But yeah, man, you really got me missing movies. Once you told me about this, I was just like, oh man, I miss theaters.
Oh, me too, Peter.
Yeah,
I love both those stories, and I'm so glad you mentioned the Pizza Hut. Rest in peace. I think I know. Yeah, that's had a good run.
Yeah.
I mean, that's pretty much a top tier early Elk Grove childhood memory. Pizza Hut, then Elk Grove movie theater, back to back.
And I was like pretty sure it was a weeknight too. I was just like, this is great. This is the life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, going out on the weeknight when you're like a
little
kid
weeknight, third grade, man. Pizza Hut and like popcorn, caffeinated up, couldn't sleep.
Do you and also kind of, and I'm so glad you brought up Harry Potter, because those movies in theaters, like I unfortunately did not. That was kind of right before I got into movies, really, and I should have. I wish I
Mhm.
was, because like, yeah, that movie would be pretty. That would be frightening. All like the when they're in the I forgot what the name was, but the big like a snake that's
That was the
underneath the
one with
school.
with the
Yeah.
snake or whatever the hell that was. Yeah. And so I think first movie was whatever, but I remember that movie specifically. I think the reason that was the first PG-13 movie, and so that's why his dad took us and like had to like go with us because we were whatever second, third grade or something like that. So yeah, that one, yeah, had a little bit of a terrifying moment. I was like, oh god, it's a lot going on here.
See that? Yeah, that is, and I'm so glad you brought. That's such a nice story and such a good memory. Those films are awesome, and yeah, that would be so cool to see that one on the big screen.
Yeah,
Do you remember like any? So the last Bond film that was 2015 was Spectre. Is there do any of the recent Bond films with your dad stand out? Any specific ones?
I think the biggest one was probably Casino Royale, and we were in actually now that I'm pretty sure it was that one. I want to say it was that one. We were in Florida and we were on vacation as a family, and we drove and like I wanted to go see this movie, and where we were staying didn't have like they had a little shitty movie theater that like didn't have it. So I was like, all right, I really need to see this movie like on premiere. We ended up like driving like an hour and a half, and my parents were so pissed that we were like driving to this movie. But the movie was excellent, so it was well worth it.
I'd say like obviously driving to any like movie you're excited for is worth it, but Casino Royale, that's definitely like
That was the one. That was the one that did it. Did it? That rebooted the entire franchise, and from there, it had a couple bumps since then and the delays, but
15 years
and
later
then it
still going.
still going. And then I mean, this is Daniel Craig's last run, so we'll see. A lot of notable picks for his replacement. Fan favorites: Idris Elba potentially. Who knows?
Oh, he would be awesome. He's so
Um,
yeah, I love that choice.
who else? I don't know. A couple others.
Did you see SNL last weekend by any chance? Or
No,
have you watched? Well, I haven't watched Bridgerton yet, but they mentioned the one of the leads from that, and I think
oh,
Reggie
okay.
John Page, and he'd be like so good in that role too. He's
Yeah,
like I
there's a
just saw him
lot
on
of
SNL.
actors. Because the thing with the Bond franchise, you need an actor that's not really known for anything else yet.
Mm-hmm.
So like Daniel Craig was, he had a couple movies here and there, but that because once you become Bond, it's kind of like that's what you are
Mm-hmm.
for pretty much your film career. So
Yeah,
yeah, I mean, who knows?
Even Knives Out, we were just like, that's just James Bond.
That's exactly great act. That was a great movie. Wow, Knives Out. Did I see
Um,
that in theaters? I don't even know.
so we kind of did talk about this a little bit with the kitty combo, but elaborating on that, what's one of your favorite movie theater concession items?
Well, okay, so you always got to have your popcorn, you always got to have your drink, right? But I think candy wise, favorite would have to be something like either Reese's Pieces or Raisinets, and then like some sort of like gummy thing. I don't know. You got to kind of have a little bit of it all. But dump in the Reese's Pieces in the popcorn. That's kind of a you know favorite there.
Let's go. Yeah, I've heard. We've had the mixing the Crunch a Bunch with the popcorn, but not yet the Reese's
Ooh,
Pieces on this
Reese's
show. So
Pieces. You got
I
to
like
do
the
it.
peanut butter. I like the peanut butter edition there.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I got to try that out for sure now. And no, definitely for this last segment, definitely someone who has so much experience. Like I said, Peter's such an awesome DJ. Definitely check him out. Performing live events, and not that necessarily going out and going to a live event is the same as going to a movie. I know they're different in other ways, but like, I definitely want to take on the importance of having like the importance of going out and the awesomeness of experiencing like art in person like that.
I think with movies specifically, it's such an interesting experience, right? Because you're experiencing something with like a room full of strangers for the first time, right? If it's like a premiere or something, so and you're completely immersed, and that's one thing too, where it's like people are like saying, "Oh, our movie theater is gonna like die," or or whatnot. These movies were made to be seen specifically on the screen with this sound, right? The people who the director and everything, they want you to experience this in a certain way. So being able to just sit on your couch and like, you know, watch this movie. Yeah, people have nice TVs and whatnot now, but okay, you'll pause it or your phone will ring or like it's just a moment where, you know, you and like 50 plus people are experiencing the same thing. You know what I'm saying? Like we're watching watch Endgame, right? That was probably one of the last movies kind of, well, actually not. I don't go to a lot of movies in theater, but that was one of the last ones I remember where it's just like you feel the whole theater experience the same emotion and everything at the same time, and that you can't replicate that when you're just, you know, doing all these things, you know, by yourself or alone. So I think there's a huge importance of this experiencing art as a community, you know, whether it's going to a movie or a nightclub or you know, a museum or whatnot. So I feel like, yeah, you can experience these things alone and you know, but there's something about being able to experience that with a lot of people that has that energy.
Yeah, I love the community aspect. I love how you mentioned that because yeah, it can apply to so many art forms, and yeah, just having the energy in the theater with everyone around you. And Endgame, oh my
Mm-hmm.
gosh, like I can,
Mm-hmm.
I on YouTube you can like there's like audience reaction videos where people just like upload the sound they had in the theater, and you're just like, you
That's
just,
what I'm saying. And there's nothing. I mean, you nothing replaces that. You know what I'm saying? So I really hope that eventually, you know, movie theaters obviously are hurting, and I hope. I mean, they will bounce back. I think, you know, they got to. You know.
yes, No Time to Die will that I definitely think that'll be one of like the I think that's October now, so
Mm-hmm.
hopefully you know you're able to see that. You know, I hope
Yes.
you and your
Yes.
dad get to go for sure.
Definitely. Any other movies that you're looking forward to that's either been delayed or just because that's why, you know, I don't know if they're just holding off on, you know, some movies are being released on HBO Max and whatnot, but are there any of your favorites that you've been kind of waiting on?
That's a great question. Definitely. Well, I Black Widow. That's still
Mm-hmm.
set for May, early May. So hopefully, they have not pushed that one back yet or done anything differently with the date. So
Mm-hmm.
definitely, excited for that one for sure. So that one will be good. Will be good to get back into that Marvel movie routine again. But even we've been very
Yeah.
lucky with WandaVision too. So I'm glad.
Yes, yes. Hey, you've been watching. I haven't watched the most recent one, but
Yes, but also so yeah. So did you last watch episode 7 or then or 6?
whichever, because they come out what today, right? Today's a new one.
Yeah.
So I watched last week's one. Yeah, I'm up to date with that.
Yeah.
It's
So
just
thank
is great.
goodness. Yeah, that's out.
So good,
Hmm.
so good. It's one of those shows too where like the first two episodes I was like I didn't understand what kind of show this was. I was like, is this literally just like a sitcom or what is this? And then it quickly turned into, I was like, holy shit, this is crazy. This is really crazy.
Yo, apps so perfectly said. It makes those like first few episodes like totally worth it because you're like, oh, this is what they were doing now.
It feels like I have to like go back and watch because maybe I wasn't paying, you know, that much attention in the first couple. And I was just like, wow. And then apparently if you watch it with the subtitles, did you know about this? There's like scenes where like it's super quiet and whatnot, and it really doesn't make like a whole lot of sense. But if you watch it with the subtitles, you can read her subconscious talking to her.
Oh my gosh, and that works so
Yeah,
perfectly with Wanda. Like that's
it'll literally like you'll. I saw it on like TikTok, and I was just like, "Are you kidding me?" So I went to like those scenes and put the subtitles on, and it like some of those scenes make much more sense when she's just like, it's crazy. I don't want to spoil anything, but like it makes you want to go back and rewatch. And I mean, Marvel's incredible.
yes. So yeah, definitely. We obviously we love the movie theater, but we also so thankful we have so many good streaming options right now too.
I know. You
Uh,
gotta.
but besides Black Widow, probably um, it's probably all the Marvel movies coming out.
Mm-hmm.
Shang-Chi, Eternals, Thor, Spider-Man 3. Oh my gosh, so
Yeah.
much.
I just
Now,
rewatched Age of Ultron and then Endgame again, and I was just like, wow, man,
it's a great lineup right there.
great lineup.
But Peter, do you remember Transformers: Revenge of the Fallen in 2009 when you, me, and Mike went? I
Mike,
was
who
trying
was
to think.
Mike?
To
Did
Joya.
you?
Yeah,
When did what theater was it?
it was Elk Grove. We
It was
were.
Elk Grove.
I think it was the summer going into freshman year of high
Wow,
school. I was trying to think of
man,
movies we saw together because you and I started.
we've
We
seen a
were
couple.
because we really started hanging out like in the like, oh, it's so cool to get food phase. Like that's like when I think of getting food with people, I think of you because we got food so many times.
Wow. If
Yeah,
podcasts or like, yeah, we could have hit the jackpot there. We could have started a whole series.
yeah, just wherever. Yeah, we had some good times there. But yeah, we didn't. Unfortunately, I wish we got to go to more movies because we didn't. Maybe.
I feel like I don't know if yeah, maybe we did it. I don't know. I feel like I don't go as much as I should. And then now it's like when you don't have it, you realize how much you miss it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'm trying to think. I know we've watched movies. Maybe it wasn't at theaters, but we've definitely seen like we've watched. I watched Marvel movies with you. We've rewatched. Um, I don't know. It's been so long too. We've definitely ran through some franchises though.
Yeah, I mean, I know when you redid your basement at your house, we used to watch so many things down there.
Yep. Yep. We had some movie nights. Man, miss movies.
Hey, hopefully they'll be back soon, and I hope and I think live events for sure will be coming back soon. So, I
They
can't wait for
announced
that.
too that they told the Chicago police to get ready for summer um, concerts and stuff. So that's promising. Promising. Who knows? I
Yes.
feel like the first Lollapalooza back is going to be insane. I don't know.
Yeah. So I think that'll definitely be a big event for sure. And just also really quick shout out to Peter for I think this is 2014. I had a superhero themed party, and I think you had like you had a couple things one night, and you came to you DJ'd my superhero party instead of like. So thanks
That's
for
the
coming
way
in.
to do it.
Thanks for doing that
Wow.
again.
I completely forgot about that, but
Yeah.
that was awesome. Man.
Yeah, that was awesome. Oh, one more question too. I forgot.
Yeah.
So what's like if you had to pick like a movie, what's like your favorite movie soundtrack? I got two questions. I'll first start movie
Wow,
soundtrack.
that's tough. That is really, really tough. Oh man. And I don't even want to speak out of turn because there's so many movie soundtracks. But I would have to say, hold on, I'm literally pulling up Spotify on a different computer.
Yes.
It's got to be a Hans Zimmer
Oh,
soundtrack.
so good.
It's got to be. Oh, and I didn't even know he did Wonder Woman. That's crazy. Um, oh man, this is really, really tough. Did he do like Dark Knight? I want to say.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
so.
yeah. Dark Knight, Interstellar, Inception, Gladiator. Wow. I don't know. I feel like anything he touches is the best. I mean, he did. I think did he do Pirates of the Caribbean too? I'm gonna have to go with a film score composer. I'd have to say him because it'd be too hard to pick one movie. But man, anything he touches from a film score perspective, he did Inception also. Wow, God, is just absolute
Yeah,
perfection.
you can't go wrong with what a lineup you just read there. Oh my gosh.
I
And
know. I
like,
had to do a quick Google search because I was like, off bat, that's hard.
and yeah, oh my gosh, that and like all of his soundtracks just sound so good. Like when you're just like when you have the right sound system for that. Have you ever done? And I know I said this last question, but one more. Have you ever
No, keep going.
have you ever done any mixes with movie soundtracks?
Not necessarily, but there are times where at events you'll have to drop certain movie soundtracks. So, for example, I was in a club and the guy who taught me how to DJ, my mentor, he was actually DJing a club in Chicago, and I do remember this that it was like a weekend where one of the newer Star Wars movies came out, and it was like opening night, and like he's like playing in the club, right? Club music, and then like all of a sudden he like drops Imperial March and everybody goes nuts. He like dropped that and then he dropped it into like a Drake song or something, you know what I mean? And it was insane because it was just everybody was all Star Wars out into it, and they're just like, is this guy really playing this in a nightclub right now? So there are moments where that can work.
Sounds awesome. I would have loved to be there.
I was like, I can't believe this guy right now. And he's like, watch, I'm gonna play this and it's gonna crush, and it did, which is insane.
Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, that's so perfect. And yeah, I'm so glad like movie culture has become this such a big thing because there's so many cool things that happen like that now. I feel like. Well, Peter, before we close, you've been doing so many awesome events lately on Twitch too. What do you have? What do you got coming up? Anything you want to promote? Or
We got we do Mimosa Sundays. We try to do that every Sunday. And that's around like noon on Twitch at the duo HiLo. Me and Zell are just kind of like a brunch party vibe, just play music, hang out. And then at the end of that stream, we kind of do a little R&B battle where we each kind of go back and forth and I have people vote. So we're revamping that. But yeah, that's our next event. So that's Sunday. So if you guys are free and bored, tune in, say what's up.
yeah, definitely check them out for sure. You know, it's always awesome to have like we can't not too many opportunities to go out and experience art right now, but it's super awesome we can do that still. So thank you, Peter, for making that happen.
Yeah, thank you, Twitch, man. They're saving everybody.
Oh yeah, so many good. So that's such a good resource for sure right now. Well, hey everybody, thank you so much for watching. Have an awesome rest of your night, and yeah, have a good one, everybody.
This video is getting Joey to 1 million views.
Yes, it's gonna happen.
This is the one. Like and subscribe. Where's the thing? You got to put the button right in all the videos. Like and subscribe.
Oh, thank you, Peter.
You got to. Yep, there you go.
This is gonna be the one. All right, everybody.
This is the one. All right. Hey, good talking to you, man.
You too, Peter. Thank you again for coming on the show.
Of course.